All right, my friends, welcome to the second week. Let's take a look at our details. This is how we are. This is day 8 of our 100 days or 1 year, depending. I'm pretty sure it's 1 year is what I want to do. Anyway, we are resident for 8 days because it's the morning. And these are our levels. And these are our licenses. So that is pretty good progress in my opinion. And we just got our little achievement for having our wish fountain. And it did get built today, so that's good. We're gonna pick up all of our money and everything all at once. And that will allow us to make our bountiful wish. Also, if you were here for the last episode and we were wondering when the pearls came back. So should I drop $150,000 and make a wish? Yes, we will wish for Bountiful Wish. A Bountiful Wish will make fish and bugs more common, as well as make rare sparkling fish and bugs appear. Only one wish will take effect at a time. Make a wish. I drop my dinks in and make a wish. It will come true tomorrow. And we get an achievement for spending that. And not achievement, points, which is good. And the other thing is, and I want to make sure to mention this because I didn't know it. If you make a wish, you do not have to make another one the next day. The wish will persist until you make a new one. So you don't have to spend $150 the very next day. Because I did not know this, and that is what I did, and I was very sad because obviously I wasted $150,000 and I didn't need to. So now we know, and I want to pass that knowledge on to you. I'm going to try and catch some animals because we are completely down on money. I want to see if we can capture this guy or corner him somehow. Nope. I am bad at the root one. I know that there's like all sorts of like fences and things that you can do with them, but I have never had to do this kind of thing before. I actually saw this really cool thing that someone did. They made a stadium and they put a roux in the center of it, and the whole deal was that instead of kicking around a ball, you were going to get the roux back in its spot. Boo. You were going to get the roux back in its spot and in its cage. And so you had to chase it down. And I thought that was hilarious. Because, of course, it's a process. Oh, my face. Wow. All right. Alrighty. Can I get you? Oh, can't even pick him up. I'm sorry, doggo. Ugh. I mean, I get it. I would run away too. But the point is, he was healthy. Even though I took him out. Like, that's messed up. Alright, well, maybe no trapping today. Or right now. We needed to harvest these yesterday. And we forgot. I mean, I forgot. You guys didn't do anything. It's fine. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. And that's fine. So yeah, we want to make sure we harvest our stuff. So yesterday we were working on getting some tin sheets, and I don't know why me saving that thing didn't persist. but I had like 13 of the 20-something sheets that I needed. So, do I have another metal cage? Yes, I do. I kind of want to see how much danger I have to do, or how much attacking for the Croco I have to do for the regular one. Aha! I need it to be faster. But we have one more metal one. Ooh! Alright. Where, buddy? Okay. At least we got points for getting damaged. And you know, with this effectiveness, the damage really is just making us not catch the animal fast, but you know, we're also saving the town by picking up these crocos. Oh, it looks like our palm trees are grown. That's good. I think that they're fully grown. Yeah, they look fully grown. So that's good. We've officially grown our... Oh, I actually hit it. Oh. I think if I had like a stronger thing, it would be able to one-shot it, but obviously I don't. You know, something we should consider is like paths. I think paths would be nice. I'm gonna move over to this side to see if we can hunt that croco. And as you can see, we've got some trees growing here. Oh, we've also got our friend a moo. Pick him up. He's not even gonna fight. He wants to go on a trip, in fact. He's super fine with it. He's ready. So the other thing I wanted to report is I checked in on the fishing mod that I had, and I tried to make it a little bit more like Animal Crossing, where they kind of like bite a little bit on, and you have to time your catch. But I broke the mod or the game somehow. I don't know. I told it to allow the biting thing, and it just was just like, oh, okay. You're not going to be able to catch a fish at all. So the options are vanilla, which I didn't want to do, or the instantaneous. And I'm gonna go with what it was. And if it angers you, I am sorry. Oh, there's 3. Okay. Well, we just want to aggro 1 right now. Ooh! Oh, it was not fast enough. Okay, so I'm wondering, there's a point where they will have like a... What do you call it? Like a dizzy star kind of thing over their head. And I think that's what I have to get him to. But I don't know. No, he doesn't appear to be fighting now, so that is enough damage. So he'll stay in there, and then with our crocos, if I do 3 crocos, we got 1 diggo, and we got 1 moo. That should be a good amount of money come tomorrow. We're not going to make any money today because John is over there hanging out in the wilderness, so he's not going to buy any of our stuff anyway. Now, if you're a little bit further along, I tend to do Sundays of going into the mines. We don't have the mines yet, but because it's a day where, you know, you don't really have to interact with all of your characters, so you can hang out in the mine. Come here, come get me. Come get me. I don't want to walk over there. There you go. We don't have the mine yet, but also it's a good day to do your crafting if you want, because whatever you forage, you're not going to be able to sell. So foraging is a little difficult, but oh, got me. I do so little damage. Ooh! That was me facing the wrong way. Okay. Ha! See, and now you can see why I play with mods. Because I am very slow. I have physical disabilities, and it's just easier for me to help myself out, right? Or to play games without combat. But we want to get these guys to the research center. They'll be fine. And now I want to make sure that we go and get our metal detecting stuff, because that is important. And yesterday we found some pearls. That was very beneficial. I do want to mention, I hope that the sound has been okay for you. I have been trying to tweak with each episode the sound, not only of the game, but in my real life. As I said, it is summer. It is hot here. I only have a portable air conditioner, and I need it. So unfortunately, we both have to listen to the noise, and I've been trying to keep it out of the videos. So I hope that that experience has been okay for you. Also experimenting with like where I'm keeping the microphone and then, you know, the music and all of that, because we do want to hear some stuff, right? The other thing we have to consider is at what point do we want to work on our town, because it's kind of a living system. It's a really big process of deciding where to place stuff, and then as your town grows, you'll get more things that you need to put in, and then you're like, oh, should I plan ahead? Should I plan that we'll move one day? And it's absolutely up to choice, except for the few things that or paths and stuff that you can buy with points. I think we've already got enough points for that, but we are saving, obviously. I forget how much our fountain put us into debt, but I'm hoping again tomorrow that we can start making up the money by having the more special items or the bugs and fish available to us. I will show you what those look like, and we'll see how well we can do. I had a desire to make a town that was very tropical, because I haven't done it before. I tried in my last save. I tried to make a tropical town. I really did. And I ended up in a forested area again. All right, that'll help us tomorrow. Look at that. I tried, and I ended up in a forested area again. I just really like this green color of the grass. I really like the pine trees. It's just very much my vibe, and you know, there's nothing wrong with having a vibe at all, except for when you're wanting to try something new and you still go into your default. And so I really wanted to kind of try and break away from that. Or I don't necessarily know if I want to move the town so much as I want to like maybe make the whole world tropical. You know, at some point we can do dramatic differences to this planet, island. There we go. I couldn't think of it. We can do dramatic differences to our space. And what if we just brought the tropics all over, you know? What if we made just pine and coconut trees everywhere, and we made it like a, well, I guess it's not really rainforesty, is it? It's tempting though. I have a really big love of trees and greenery, and areas like this, while they are accurate to Australia, it's a little difficult for me to see the dead grass and the red bleached sand and dirt. That always kind of bums me out. And like I said, I know how accurate it is to the Australia bushland, and that feels like bad to say, like, oh, I don't like your country because I don't think it's the right green. That's a little bit of a bad take, right? Where? Oh, there. That's a little bit of a bad take, but it's not true for real life. It's also for this game because it is so saturated and there are no controls on how saturated and bright it is. The green of the pine is just more comforting and nicer for me to look at. Look how pretty it is over there. I'm hoping in doing this we can find some amber too. I think it's another 4 until we... Is it 4? I don't know if it's 5 or 10 amber chunks. But I think my preferences come also just from, like, I dislike summer. I dislike heat. And the pine area feels so cool and comforting. And of course, there's one thing you know about tropical, it's humid, right? Tropical areas are very humid and they can be uncomfortable. So it's like, oh, well, where would I want to live? But I've never done it, and I feel like if we can make it like a cute tropical getaway, that would be really fun. And I feel like maybe that's... Go down and get it. I feel like maybe that's Lily's personality. Maybe she's into tropical. Maybe that's her vibe. I accidentally picked up that. Okay, we're gonna need all of these things, so it's really hard to get rid of stuff, but at least for now with the grass, that's easier to give up because until we have animals that are going to need the feed, we don't need... Am I gonna be able to get that? Oh, it's in the water. See, that's... There. Until we are able to get animals that need the grass seed, we are able to change the grass with my mod. So I am not overly fussed about preserving the seeds. And it's the same with the shells. They are abundant, but unfortunately they are not worth very much. And we need to prioritize the artifacts. So if you don't know, the archaeology stuff that we're digging up right now is all current tech, like CDs. I guess it's not so current. CDs and cell phones and headphones and stuff like that. And the game is calling them relics. So the idea is this was from long ago. We saw a little bit of it in the beginning intro of, eventually everything just went south and sad and kind of a bummer. And so we're kind of working with the idea of our current world is over and these relics can be useful, but not in their usual form. So we're going to be salvaging them into other stuff. Yeah, I gotta tell you, the brightness on this game sometimes just destroys my brain. And we're not finding any... We're not finding any metal things, which is what I'm looking for right now. Now that stuff won't disappear right away. If I can come back and get it if I want. But, you know, it's not likely that I'll remember. And eventually it will disappear. Okay, we finally found a tin sheet. I was just like, we're not finding any tin sheets. That's what we're here for. Yeah, see the sliding handle, as it calls it, is a mouse. A computer mouse. I'm not gonna drop our rocks because that's like our actual rocks. I think I'm gonna drop the critter. Because I need that. I think that's like all our rocks. I'm not even sure. I was holding a lot of rocks because we were making cement. I should have put down our fish. I think if we're able to get Franklin in here soon, it is just completely random, but if he does come soon, we're going to be able to give him a good amount of the discs, because we only need another 2 for the towers. Because I think I already put the one in here. Place items. Yeah, I already put the thing in there. So we need to fix that tower and one other, and then he'll say something. But I'm kind of curious if we have enough. If that could possibly, you know, air quote, force him to come tomorrow. I don't know if there's a schedule. From everything that I've read and heard, it's just random. And as frustrating as that is, it is also logical. Oh, but I don't have any more green boards. Okay, so we would need those anyway. Well, that's fine. We'll go out looking for green boards. Let's brew some of these yellow wattle flowers, so that we don't have to take them with us. Leave that behind. Leave these behind, and the rocks and the cement, and that will save some of our space. Good, 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 good. Alright. Hold of our fish, and then we can go pick up our sea urchin too. We could sell him tomorrow. I don't know how much he costs. I just feel bad leaving him on the beach like that. Especially since we weren't that far away. So we need more green boards. And we need more metal. And unfortunately, once we do this, we're going to use up all of our metal. Like literally all of it. And then if we build a building or something, it's going to take even more. It is so interesting restarting, because my other save is on year 5, and the one after that is year 2. So it is kind of strange to experience, like, really needing stuff, you know? I don't have a stockpile anymore, really. Gotta work for it. But I love that about games, you know, when you have meaningful progression. Okay, I'm gonna pick these up and we'll drop them again if it... When you have meaningful progression and you get more comfortable because you've worked for it. That's fun. I think that there's a balance, though. Like, oh my god, I've been grinding for this thing already. It's driving me insane, you know? That just becomes stressful to me, so. We will see how it goes. But I think having a loose plan for what we want and why. I feel like it's making noise because there was something here, but I guess not. Go to a different spot. I kind of don't want to tread where we just were yesterday because I don't think things respawn that quickly. There's probably information in the code about that, but I don't know it personally. Oop. We can also... I think planning layout is a little difficult because, you know, some of the people haven't showed up yet, and I think if, you know, you're a new player, you don't know who's going to show up or what your town's going to look like, and then you're just like, oh wait, I built this whole thing and so is moving it, like who's this, you know? So I have the gift of foresight, but you know, until there's an update. Not if the game updates and I just don't have room. You never know. But I am really liking the plan of like, what if we make it like a tropical resort? You know, like you used to see those on TV where it's like called the Sands or Club Med or whatever those are in like Jamaica. And everybody gets all excited they get to go to Jamaica, sit on the beach and stuff. Like, what if we had a beachy resort kind of town and it's just got one little shop for selling all your stuff, and if we made like buildings of a little cafe or I don't know. Maybe I'm dreaming too big. I don't know. Uh-oh. We got a bush devil over there. Better not get too close. So the bush devils are asleep during the day, and that's where it's more okay to be nearer to their nest. Their aggro is not as far. Oh, they're gonna go fight. Okay. Their aggro is not as far when they're asleep. They'll see each other, but not by much. Something I'm really tempted to get is just a better pickaxe. But we'd have to use our points, and I feel like we were gonna go for the mine, right? So we were gonna go for the mine once we can pay off our wish fountain. So we'll have to see, because I don't want to use it all up. But then you could say, well, the pickaxe is gonna help us in the mine too, but that's... to get them both, that's 6,500 points that we're gonna have to get. And we're just out here, you know, wasting time digging in the dirt. I mean, it's necessary, don't get me wrong, but at the end of the day, it's not making us very many points, unfortunately. You could probably game the system and be like, oh, okay, what's the next thing I'm the closest to? And is it cutting down trees? Is it this? Is it that? And actually, look, I have never played that way, but I feel like there's gotta be merit to it. Move. Okay. I mean, I'm glad he didn't attack me, but that's kind of wild. I'm gonna move so I can check my inventory if they're gonna fight. Alright, we need 4 more. Who's gonna win? Oh, wow, that wasn't even a fight. Thank you. We still need 4 more of the sheets for our windmill. And if you forgot, the reason that we need a windmill, or the reason that we're out here looking for sheets, is because we need a windmill, which will increase the speed of our crafting machines and cut down on the amount of A, editing I have to do, but B, waiting around. Did I actually get... Oh, okay. So that's going to be very important. I'm sure we'll need more for the mine or something else. You know, it is what it is. I feel like it's up to you guys if you're interested in this amount of exploration and gathering, or if it's a, oh, just give us the important stuff, because, you know, at the end of the day, what is important, right? Like, I think that's one of the things that's nice about such a calm game, is that just building stuff and organizing can be fun, as well as finding really cool big hunks of amber that we can sell tomorrow and make money. All right. You know, it really depends. It depends on what you're into. And I'm okay hanging out with somebody for a little bit and watching some foraging. Foraging's great. Oh, I didn't put down the dirt. I wonder where it goes. Goes over here somewhere. Doesn't matter. I do think maybe we should make this our farm. I really am against the desert. It sounds so bad, but you know, you could think of it another way. Like, what if we're thinking of it like reforestation? You know, there was devastation that brought a blight to the land, and we're able to come in and plant grass and... There was something in my microphone. We're able to plant grass and trees and flowers, and isn't that beautiful? There's nature. Nature is healing. We could do that. We have the power. I don't know. You let me know what you think of the plan, and I'll probably start enacting it before you see all the episodes, but you can yell at me in the comments and be like, hey, that's a dumb idea, and how dare you think that you can master nature? What are you, some sort of dinkum god? If you have very strong feelings about it, I support you. But I also support you getting the game yourself and playing it if you have that strong of a feeling, right? Like, you could absolutely recognize the immense power that we have. This is such a cute lake. I just wish it wasn't so far from the spaces. Because, you know, now that I have the tropical resort thing in my head, you know, like Dead Island. That's a tropical resort. I mean, it's full of zombies, but what if this was just full of roos? Those are cool. It's not full of zombies, it's just roos everywhere. I mean, look at him, he's so cute. He's got antlers, because that's a thing, but still cute. Nature is healing, and now he wants to have a pina colada. With his... I mean, maybe he's got antlers because we're on a different planet, and it's planet formerly Australia, but not anymore. You're just not finding those sheets very much. We still need 2 more. Oh, it's already late. Oh no, I didn't notice you guys. Oh no. How long has it been past time? Oh, okay. I didn't recognize that it was past time. according to the clock, it's been like 5 minutes. I'm sorry. We were supposed to go home. That's the whole rule. The whole rule is go home after late. Oh no. Alright, well, I guess we'll have to wake up in the morning. And... Wait, can we catch one more of these guys? No, we used them all. Never mind. We'll wake up in the morning and we'll sell our stuff and we'll see how much money we made off of the crocos. And we'll try and get 2 more sheets and maybe we'll get a visitor if we're lucky. Not a creepy visitor, like a cool one. Like a cool, friendly, hip visitor. Maybe our trees will grow. No, they have like 10 days and we're only on day. It's like, I think it'll grow in like 2, maybe? I forget when we planted them. But yeah, it'll take a while. It'll take a while. Our tea is ready. Here we go. Do we have any more flowers? I think we do. Alright, I'm setting up the flowers. Okay. Setting up the flowers so that they can brew. We'll sell our tea because we don't have a higher brewing license. And that'll be our day tomorrow, okay? So thank you so much for joining me for day 8. Remember to let me know in the comments all the things that I asked you already and don't go back and check because I've forgotten them. And yeah, thank you for being here.